I'm going to start priming in a little while. And I'm going to use a PVA primer. If you want to see how I do that, stick around. Well, the time has come to start our priming. So I went to the store and I got a PVA drywall primer. Now, it's important to use something to prime the ceiling. You don't want to use just finished paint up there, because if you use just finished paint up there, you see the dark areas up in the ceiling? That ceiling has not seen the light of day for probably 35, 40 years, maybe longer, depending how old these condos are. You've got to seal that. And they didn't seal that before. They just ran a tape and topping up there before they spray textured, you know, the popcorn ceiling stuff on there. So you've got to prime that. And so you can get a primer or a PVA sealer. This is what this is, a PVA sealer. And the client, she wanted a bright white ceiling. And so what I did, the PVA primer comes just slightly off white. And I had them put a little bit more pigment, you know, white in there, and they mixed it up. And so it's going to be about the same color as the finished paint. That'll give the finished paint a more full body color. And, you know, maybe I can get away with just one coat of finish after putting the PVA sealer up there, because the PVA sealer is the same color as the finished paint. But you know, this ceiling's not that big, so more than likely what I'll end up doing is I'll put the primer up, and then I'll put a coat of finished paint up there and cut it all in to the ceiling, all nice and you know, up to the walls and stuff. And at that point I'll probably have enough paint, and I'll put a second coat of paint on, and I probably won't cut it in. I'll just go up close to the walls, as close as I can, and be done with it. Now this is the paint roller I'm going to use. It's just a weenie roller, or you call it a mini roller or whatever. This is as big as it is, you know. Just put it on there. And of course I've got my extension pole, which is my broom handle. And incidentally, not all broom handles threads are created equal. Sometimes your handle may not fit on here. But once you find one and that broom gets to be old and stuff, before you throw away the handle, save it for your painting projects, okay? So that's what I'm going to use. And this is an old roller cover, but I'm going to use it because it'll work. Now when I get ready to do my cut in, I'm going to use this little container here, and you put your hand up like that and hold it like that. Don't hold it like that, your wrist is going to get sore after a while. Just put it up there like that. And I've got just a crummy throwaway paintbrush again, because I don't need to be that careful along there. I mean, I'm going to cut it in as close as I can, and even if I get it on the walls just a little bit at the top edge of the wall, that's okay, because remember, the top edge of the walls all have to be cut in with the pre-finished color on the walls anyways. Okay, so I'll still do a good job, so you don't need to spend very much. And what I like to do is I put this little ring on the paint bucket. That way I can clean off my paintbrush, and also as I'm pouring, what I like to do is I try to pour that maybe from the back side, okay? And I put this on here, that way I don't get any dribbles on here. If I do get dribbles, you know, if you don't use that and you pour, most people have a tendency to pour like this, and if you have the color name on your paint or something, guess what usually happens? Brah, goes right over it. It seems like it always does that. In this case, it's just PVA sealer, but I still like to put this on. Okay, I think we're ready for a project. Hey, there's one more reason why I'm using a weenie roller like that, because I'm up over my head on this ceiling. It's not a flat 8-foot ceiling or anything. It's probably 10 feet on one side, then it angles up to maybe 12 feet on this other side, and it gets very difficult if you're not used to painting ceilings, and I don't do very many ceilings, mind you. It's hard to get a bigger roller up there and have the constant pressure on there and make sure you have a right enough paint, the right amount of paint and all that. Okay, so with the weenie roller, I'm just going to do one little section at a time, little by little. I'll get it done, and I won't break my back or my neck, won't get too sore, and it'll be easier to push my nice even weight up there with the little mini roller. Okay, do a good job.